Psalm 124 verses 1, 2, and 3, it reads, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side. Yeah, it's too good for me to read by myself. Yeah, let's start over. Let everybody read this together. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side. Now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. I ain't never heard a church read that good on one accord in my life. We win some for that, y'all. So, I want to use as a title today's message, God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. The psalmist had enough sense to recognize that it wasn't the chariots, it wasn't the horses, it wasn't their money in their bank accounts that got them the victory. It wasn't their nice clothes that got them the victory. But the psalmist had enough sense to recognize that if it had not been for the Lord that was on our side, men would have swallowed us up. The devil would have swallowed us up. My own ways would have swallowed me up. My own backslidings would have swallowed me up if it had not been for the Lord that was on our side. Somebody better shout right there, because you know I'm in your house today. You know I'm in your driveway. I'm backing up in your front door right there. You know right now that the only reason why you still married is because the Lord was on your side. You know right now it was the Lord that gave you the health and the strength to regulate your mind. If it had everything we have, it's because the Lord was on our side. Tell somebody to come on. God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. He don't get some of the credit. He don't get a little bit of the credit. But God gets all the credit. Because sometimes we give the wrong people credit. We give the wrong people credit. Sometimes we give the wrong people credit. We brag on the pastor, but it's God that gave him the word. We brag on the doctor, but it's God that gave him the right prescription. We brag on LeBron James, but it's God that gave him health and strength. We brag on the beautiful weather, but it's God that gave the sunshine. We brag on our jobs, but it's God that gave us the favor during the interview. If it had not been for the Lord that was on our side, tell somebody, God gets all the credit. I really didn't do nothing. I just stepped in the room and favor came my way. I just stepped in the room and I got $100. I can't take no credit. I can't take no credit. It was God that was on my side. It's God that touched people's hearts, that make them bless me. It is God that gets all the credit. Tell somebody, God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. I didn't heal myself. God gets all the credit. I didn't bless myself. God gets all the credit. I didn't turn my life around. God gets all the credit. I wasn't strong enough to stop drinking. God gets all the credit. I wasn't strong enough to stop running the street. God gets all the credit. I wasn't strong enough to stop smoking the dope. God gets all the credit. I wasn't strong enough to stop running with the wrong crowd. God gets all the credit. 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 I wish I could take some credit, but I'd be lying to you if I took the credit. God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. Quisha, the more humble we are, the more we recognize God gets all the credit. Humble people know it's because the Lord was on my side. Girl, look at your car. It was the Lord that was on my side. Girl, where you find that outfit at? It was the Lord that was on my side. Girl, who do your hair? It was the Lord that was on my side. Girl, why your family so healthy? It was the Lord that was on my side. Girl, why you go through everything and you don't never look like you've been through nothing? Because it was the Lord. It was the Lord. It was the Lord that was on my side. Because I can't take no credit for what God is doing. I can't take no credit for what God is manifesting. I can't take no credit for how God is blessing. I can't take no credit how God yanked me out of the jaws of the enemy. He yanked me out. I thought I was having fun. I thought I was living up life. I thought I would never come to church. But God, that God was on my side. God was on my side. How you make it out the car wreck? It was God that was on my side. If it had not been for the Lord that was on our side. Oh God. Humble people, three things humble people say to themselves that remind them to keep giving God the credit. Humble people say three things to themselves to remind them to keep giving God the credit. Number one, they say, I'm nothing without God. Humble people, they know. Humble people say, I'm nothing without God. Humble people, don't give me the credit. I ain't the one that made myself in this position. Humble people say, I'm nothing without God. Oh God, I'm nothing without God. It's so much I want for y'all. Y'all don't understand how much I want for y'all. I look at Timothy and Zay up there in the room. I want so much for them. I want them to be the next everything. Next in line for everything. But guess what? It only can happen if the Lord is on their side. It don't matter how much I want to see somebody blessed. It don't matter how much I want to see the next pastor in front of me. But the only thing, as long as the Lord is on their side, everything will work out fine. Everything will work out as planned. Everything will come out on schedule. But you got to keep the Lord on your side. If you don't keep the Lord on your side, you're going to mess up everything. If you don't keep your Lord on your side, you're going to hit rock bottom. If you don't keep the Lord on your side, you done lost it. They say, I'm nothing without God. 2 Samuel 7:18. Then went King David in and sat before the Lord. And he said, God had just anointed him during the coronation to be the king of Israel. And he remembered, he said, I was a shepherd boy. He said, my brothers, all of them could fight better than me. He sat before the Lord. And then he said, what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? They were just sitting there. He started looking around. Have you ever just started looking around at what you got? Have you ever just started looking around at what you got? Have you ever just looked around and remember where you was? And remember how you felt when you was down and out? You remember how you felt when you was broke, busted, and disgusted, and you start looking around at what you got. And you said, Lord, who am I that you would bless me like this? You recognize that I'm nothing without God. It ain't my intelligence. It's a lot of people smarter than me. It ain't my looks. It's a lot of people that look better than me. It ain't my mind and my health. It's a lot of people that's stronger than me. But if it had not been for the Lord that was on our side, oh God, the only reason why the people that should have got ahead of me, they didn't get ahead of me, is because the Lord wasn't on their side. Them middies would have been ahead of me if they would have kept the Lord on their side. Them fools would have been farther than me if they would have kept the Lord on their side. They messed up and stopped worshiping Him. They messed up and stopped coming to church. They messed up and stopped serving the Lord. They messed up and backslid, and I just kept on coming to the Lord because I needed Him on my side. Humble people say, I'm nothing without God. Secondly, humble people say, I'm needy without God. I'm needy without God. We got God and we still need everything. We got God and we still need Him to wake us up. We got God and we need His healing. We got God and we need His health and strength. Can you imagine how messed up we are without him? Jabez said in 1 Chronicles 4:10, and Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou would bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, and that thy hand might be with me, and that thou wouldst keep me from evil, that I me grieve not. And God granted him that which he requested. I'm always asking God to bless me because I'm needy. I'm always asking God to bless our church family because I'm needy. I wish I could bless y'all. I can't bless y'all the way God can bless y'all. I can give you $100, but God can multiply it to 1,000. I can't multiply that 100 to 1,000, but God can multiply it to 1,000. I can give you $100, but I can't give you $200 worth of grocery. God will turn around and make you get $200 worth of a grocery out of that $100. God will bless us even more than we thought or can imagine. I'm always going back to God in prayer because I'm needy. Thirdly, humble people recognize I'm nasty without God. I'm nasty. I'm nasty without God. Oh, we look clean and neat clothes, but we know we nasty. We nasty without God. DJ know he nasty. Look at her laughing back there. We nasty without God. Hey, we do some stuff without God. Well, we lose our mind. I'm nasty without God. Am I the only one that can admit that I'm a little nasty without God? That I need God to clean me up? That I need God to wash me off? That I need God to bathe me in a fresh oil of anointing? Can I tell somebody the truth that I'm nasty without God? I'm nasty. I'm nasty. I'll pull your wig off and massage your head all night long. I'm nasty without God. I'm nasty without God. I need God to clean me up. Look at what happens when we leave the Father. Look at what happens when we leave the Father. We become like the prodigal son. Luke 15:15. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine, and he would fain have filled his belly with husks that the swine did eat, and no man gave him. And when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants have my father have, bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? He left his father, he got nasty. You leave God, I know what's going to happen. You're going to go back to being nasty. Leave God. We ain't worried about nobody that leave God. They think they big bad, but you're going to get back nasty. You're going to get back nasty. You leave God. And even when we get right, we still nasty before God. Have you ever cleaned some stuff in the washing machine? See, that's what happened. We saved, we got clean in the washing machine. But because we were so nasty before we got saved, we still have a little stain on us. We still say that like that. We still have a little stain. We still got a ring around the collar. We got some stains from the past. So listen what God says, Cornelia, because we kind of stain. He had some t-shirts, and you can tell them stains. You can tell them deodorant stains being under there. You can tell that thing been worn. Somebody try to give you that t-shirt, that ain't new. That's why God said you got to be a new creature. Because he said what? In Isaiah 64:6, but we are all as unclean. We, the pastor, the apostle, the bishop, the deacon, we are all as unclean. Darlene, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. He said all our righteousness. Because we can be in our Sunday best and our thoughts be just as unrighteous. Our thoughts be just as unholy. Filthy rags. He said all our righteousness are as filthy rags. He said I don't care what you try to cover up, you still filthy. That's why you need the blood of Jesus to wash you from your sins. God created some things to make me who I am and to make you who you are. We give him the credit because he made and put some things in our lives that made us who we are. First, God created prayer to make me who I am. Tell somebody, God created prayer to make me who I am. Luke 18:1, and he spake a parable and said unto him to this end, that men ought to always pray and never to faint. I give credit to God one-on-one. Prayer has given me more than the victory. Prayer has made me the victory. God ain't just giving you the victory. If you a saint, Kimberly, you are the victory. That's why you ain't lost your mind and other people have. Because you are the victory. That's how you can take a licking and keep on ticking. You are the victory. That's how you the head and not the tail. It's because you are the victory. Ms. Wade said a lady gave her an application to a house that said she said she tired of people coming in and out. She said she met TJ and them. She said she liked the way the man was saved. She said, can you please take this house? She ain't had to pray about it. Woman begging, she said, I want some saved people in this house. And where is this? Buckingham Place, Buckingham subdivision. She said, I want some saved folks in there. TJ trying to speak in tongues. He said, a humble lover. Say, I want some saved people in this house. I give credit to God 202. Prayer has single-handedly taken the worst stuff out of me and out of my life. Prayer. But I still give credit to God because he gave us the vehicle of prayer. Prayer has single-handedly, some of us just fell on our knees and called on God, and he took the worst stuff out of our lives. You didn't have to fight with anybody. You didn't have to struggle with anybody. Prayer did that thing. I credit God. Number 303. I would never have seen God's face had it not been for chasing him in prayer. I would have never have seen God's face, Court, had it not been for chasing him in prayer. Not only did God give us prayer, why I give him the credit. Secondly, God created people to make me who I am. It's people. God created people. God uses people as an instrument. Remember the Bible tells us, be careful how you entertain people, strangers. Because some of them are what? Angels, unaware. I'm going to give you a revelation God gave me when I was 21 years old. It's the realest thought ever taught, number 656. So it says, only two types of people you will ever meet. A person God sends to bring you closer to him, and the person Satan sends to drive you away from him. There's only two people you're going to meet in your life. The person that God has sent to bring you to him, to take your life, your spiritual life, to another level. That person that said, come on to church with me. Come on and hear the word with me. That person that's bringing the word to you. That person that's encouraging you to pray. That person that's encouraging you to fast. Or the person the devil saying that's encouraging you to hit that blunt. That's encouraging you. Remember I told you last month you need some money. They're going to tell you come to Houston with me. Go to New Orleans with me. And we go shake a couple of nights a week. And don't nobody know we down here. Tell somebody that's the devil. Ephesians 4:11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ. That's about, I just don't run with anybody. I just don't run with anybody. Corey, period. I was talking to Brother Mary. He called me, I think yesterday. He said, Pastor, why don't you have like a reunion for, you know how some churches they do a reunion. He said, why don't you have a reunion for all the people that used to come to church. I said, now, I said, outside of Minister Jennings and a few others, I don't know. I said, why would I be happily married and have a reunion with everybody we done broke up with? Roosevelt, you happily married, and one of your partners said, man, let's have a reunion with all our girlfriends from high school. I ain't never seen mother laugh that loud. You happily married, and you gonna have a reunion with everybody you done broke up with. Everybody used to lie to you. Everybody used to cheat on you. Everybody used to rob God on you. Why do we want to have a reunion with the backslider? See, listen, you can't run with everybody because they will cause you trouble. I like running with the people that like running with me. And I'm looking at the people, and the people that are watching are looking at us, that we run with each other. We don't have to run with everybody. Stop resurrecting demons into your life. Well, they want to be my Facebook friend. Stop resurrecting demons in your life. Whether they on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WeChat. If they ain't on God, even on God chat. If they was on God chat, you got some demons on God chat. Demons say, oh, they on ChristianSingle.com. Let me go buy me a suit, take me a picture, and play like I'm a Christian. And, ooh, look at him. He got a picture with his Bible in his hand. First date, yo, 95, now cake 97. You touch radio. Who told you to turn my radio down? Thirdly, God created peace to make me who I am. God created, just about, I have to have peace. I have to have peace. Now, you don't have to give me anything for Christmas, anything for birthday. You don't have to give me a wedding gift. But you must give me peace. You must give me peace. I only require one thing from you. I just require peace. I don't require a lot. You don't have to buy me nothing. You don't have to spotlight me. You don't have to bless me. Just give me peace. Luke 8:53, and they laughed him to scorn, knowing that she was dead. Jesus trying to do a miracle. Jesus trying to resurrect the dead to him. But it looked like, now I'm just going to say it looked like. I know you can do all things. But Jesus didn't even work the miracle in their atmosphere. Jesus had to put the people out before he would work the miracle. And he put them all out and took her by the hand and called, saying, Maid, arise. And a spirit come again and arose, and he commanded her to give him meat. I'm not saying Jesus couldn't have done it in that crazy atmosphere, but he didn't do it until peace was in the building. He didn't do it until peace was in the building. Now, I'm going to give y'all the platinum thought that must be taught. Number 614. This is about to save us a lot of medication. Some of y'all life is not as bad as you think. You just need 24 hours of peace so you can hear from God. You just need 24 hours of peace. Because right now, you can't hear what everybody in the house is yelling and arguing and talking, and the children need this and need that. You can't hear the radio playing 24, TV playing 24 hours a day. If you got any sick days, sometimes call in for a peace day. I ain't coughing. I don't got a headache. Kid, I'm just calling in because I need some peace. I'm just calling in today so I can hear from God. Listen, y'all married couples, if y'all need a peace day, call us. We will keep the children for y'all. You hear me? If y'all just need some time to say, watch the kids. We ain't about to go out. We just about to hold each other all night long and just hear from God. Felicia pop some popcorn. Keisha boil some hot dogs. Corey run around the church and shout. Scared by the weight that's out there on the street looking in. And them kids gonna be at peace. Even single moms, if you just need a peace day, we will watch the kids for you just to give you a peace day. Because a lot of people, do you know why people commit suicide? So they can have peace. See, their mind is racing. Thoughts are running in their head. They lay down and they can't get no peace. And they say, I got to end it. They don't have anybody that can lead them to God. They don't have a CD they can pop in that's going to bring them a word like they never heard. But I decree and declare that nobody in our ministry would lose their mind because they don't have a moment of peace. All you need sometimes is just some peace. That's why the devil tries to fight you as much as he does. It's because he wants to steal your peace. Ayana, come here for a second. Ayana in the building. Come here for a second. Come here for a second. Say, how much time I got? I got 3 more points, but how much time? I'm good. Now, watch this. Anna 18 now, but when she was a little baby, my daughter. Now watch this. When she was a little baby, I used to have her in the kitchen, and she was 2 years. I say jump, and a lot of kids be scared. She was just jumping to my arms. Then I bad back. I say jump, and she'll jump again. I bad back some more. I say jump. About to fall and just jump. Now she can do flips, she can do dances, she can do ballet, she can do everything. Because I had to get the fear out of her. Can play the video. In gymnastics, Mr. This Mr. Amber. In gymnastics, all of us could do that. But you know what stopped us from doing it? The fear. I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. No. All of us could do that. But you know what? The devil put images in our head of a broken arm, a broken neck, broken leg, broken collarbone. But all of us could do that. Now, what happened? In order to do that, in order to flip over our problems, God had to train us to take the fear out. That's why the word said, God have not given you the spirit of fear. That's why the mothers can come to church and flip over the coronavirus fears, because God has not given us the spirit of fear. The reason why some of you all are achieving some things that you're achieving today is because God had to take the fear out of you. And when he took the fear out of you, you can walk away from that crazy nuts. When he took the fear out of you, you didn't have to worry about jobs anymore. When he took the fear out of you, you could stand on your toes and give God the praise in the midst of the hurricane, because God took the fear. He took the fear out of you. Can I close by giving you 3 things God did that I know he deserves all the credit for? 3 things God did that I know he deserves all the credit for. Number 1, he designed my comeback. Oh God. He designed my comeback. I was messed up. I didn't think I was going to ever make it out the pig pen. I was messed up. I didn't think I was going to ever get off the drugs. I was messed up. I didn't ever think I was going to make it out the hospital. I was messed up. I didn't ever think I was going to make it without this woman. I was messed up. I didn't ever think that I was going to get away from this sickness. But God designed my comeback. He designed my comeback. I didn't think I could come back from all the hell that I've been through. But he designed my comeback. I didn't think I could come back from the abuse, from the depression, and from the pain. But he designed my comeback. I didn't think that I could come back from the sickness, the suffering, and the sadness. But God designed my comeback. That's who did it. It was nobody but God. God, he designed. I don't have designer clothes, but I got a designer comeback. Tell somebody, I got a designer comeback, baby. I done seen some people with polo that look messed up, that look depressed, that look sad, that look sick, that look beautiful. But I got a designer comeback. I got a designer comeback. Joseph, when the brothers threw him in the hole, they didn't know he had a designed comeback. In Genesis 50 and 20, he said, but as for you, no. Romans 8 and 28, for we know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord, to them that are called according to his purpose. That's why Joseph was able to say in Genesis 50 and 20, as for you, you thought evil against me, but God thought it to be good to bring much people alive. That's why you threw me in the hole, but God designed my comeback. You put me down, but God designed my comeback. You lied on me, but God designed my comeback. You made them try to make them fire me from my job, but I got the promotion because God designed my comeback. You lied on my school sister, but God designed my comeback. Doesn't matter, you can do it, but God is designing something better for me. God is designing something better for me. God is designing something better for me. He designed my comeback. Not only did he design my comeback, but number two, he defeated my critics. He defeated my critics. Psalm 18 and 17, he delivered me from my strong enemy, from them that hated me, for them that was too strong for me. They were too strong for me, y'all. And we still won. They were bigger than me, and we still won. Tell somebody, one at a time, and sometime all at once. God defeated all our critics. Even the big boys, even when they were too strong for me, God still beat my critics. When I was at my weakest, I still won, and God gets the credit. When I didn't have a dime to my name, I still won, and God gets the credit. When everybody walked off from me, everybody turned their back on me, and I still won. Just about, and God gets the credit. I couldn't pay a bill with my credit card, and I still won. I couldn't get no grocery with my EBT card, and my children still got fed, and God gets all the credit. God gets all the credit. Santa, whatever your intentions are toward me, God will make it happen to you for bad or good. Says, that's God will find you. God will find your file 101. God will find your file. Tell somebody, God will find your file. God will find out if you're naughty or nice toward me. Reverend, whatever, y'all better tell somebody, whatever your intentions are towards me, God's going to bring it back on you, whether it's bad or good. Haman designed the gallows to cut off the neck of Mordecai, and the king turned around and made Haman's neck get cut off. Whatever you design for me, if you bless me, I'm going to bless them that bless you. and I'm going to curse them that curse you. Whatever your intentions are toward a child of God, God will bring it right back into their faces, whether it's bad or good. That's why the psalmist said in 124, if it had not been for the Lord that was on our side. Oh, if it had not been for the Lord that was on our side. The last thing he did, Reverend, was he destroyed my complaints. That's why he gets all the credit. That's why we used to sing the song, I've had some good days, but I won't complain. Why did we sing that, Minister Wade? Because God destroyed our complaints. Listen to what he did to destroy our complaints. Psalm 142:2. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed before him my trouble when my spirit was overwhelmed within me. Then thou knowest my path. God said, here's the direction you take now. Here's your complaint. This is what you do. Here's your complaint. This is your path. Here's your complaint. This is your escape. Here's your complaint. Here is your breakthrough. And because God has showed us our complaint, he gets the credit, because some of y'all ain't complained none this year. He has destroyed our complaints. Tell somebody, I can't complain. I don't even know what to complain about no more. God has been so good to me, I got to remember the stuff that happened to me in my childhood. God is so good to me, I got to go back and start a fight for what happened in my marriage last year. I can't even complain about what he did this week. I can't even complain about what he did yesterday. The devil got to make me mad over the past. Somebody stood up and give the Lord a victory hand clap and pray. Jesus died and went to the cross for 42 generations, Reverend, so that we could give God the credit.